Let's just see if this thing works. Okay, it says excellent condition. I would like to see it. I would like to see it, YouTube. Okay. Hello. Okay, Anna Rogers. Okay, it says reconnection has been successful. So, we'll see. We'll see. Faith, I'm gonna try. Well, maybe I won't put it on my phone because that'll take more bandwidth. So, I might just leave it on my computer. I know it bad. And Chili Squad is here. Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Oh, I need my scissors. So, scissors. Here we are. Here we are. Recycling. I need to take that out. We have the scissors. Alright, and we don't have the live stream. Love it when that happens. Your speed. I love it when my internet speed says very slow. I'm just going to text moderator. Internet speed says Anna Rod. So I'm gonna have to pull out a few threads because I painted. Here we are. The threads. Oh, there we go. Recycling there. I need to take that out. Scissors. Alright, and we don't have the live stream. It's fine. Love it when that happens. Because I still need I love it when my internet speed says very... Yeah. Ooh. Good. Actually, that didn't turn out too poorly. However, I put a rhinestone literally right over top of one of the holes where you sew through the shell, and a pretty important hole, so good job, Faith. Probably gonna need to pop that rhinestone off. But I don't want to peel off the rest of the paint. There. Really, your mild annoyance is my major annoyance. Where you sew through the shell, and a pretty important hole, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to job, Faith. Paint and re-glue. Probably gonna need to pop that rhinestone off. I didn't really want to do that tonight. I don't want to peel off the rest of the paint, so I may have to. Snippy, and pull out. Okay. Ugh, what is my YouTube password? Oh, the Samsung, remember? Samsung. There we go. Boom. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take off this fishnet stuff to the best of my ability. Yes, that is me. 40. Dropping low bandwidth, you don't say. Oh, cool. Mount my cell phone up here. I really hope it doesn't decide to use my data. I don't need to sign into it. Let's hope this works. I don't know if it's even... Okay, I'm seeing it on my computer now, so that's good. It's like 10 minutes. I didn't see any of that because it was super laggy. I disattached the shells and some various components of them. And now I'm going to disattach the netting because I might want to reuse it. So, however, it's really hard when I don't have the correct tools for the job. Yes. Let's hope this works. I don't know if it's even... Okay, I'm seeing it on my computer. I might as well just stream at my boyfriend's house if it's going to be this bad all the time.
I have improved so much.
Thank you. Can you see the stream too? Oh no, it does. It says poor connection. You don't say. You don't say. Snippy. Wanted to. Well, I'm glad you heard that. Yes, I might. Unfortunately, your house is not very pretty. I mean, it is pretty, but it's not very mermaidy. So I need to bring some tails and spruce the place up. You know, just give it that. Oh, you know what? I could have my water light on so we can get the mermaid vibes. That would just make it beaut. Because, I mean, I can upload videos fine, and for the most part I can do premieres fine, but I really like streaming. I log back out and back in. It's okay now. It's probably not your account. It's probably just my my stream is just jumping all over the place. So, that could be it. It's okay. We're letting out all of our rage on this disgusting, gross swim top. Yee. Alright. Like, job of sewing the netting on, that's for sure. But it's making my. I think I've showed it to you, but it's fun. I'm like, ocean, I am under the sea, I am a mermaid. I want to turn it on my streams, but it messes up with my camera's like lighting. It's like, what's going on? Okay. Maybe we could make it a enough effort with the internet. Okay, it seems to be better now. Knock on drift. Let's see, what does it say? Still says poor connection. Thank you. And I'm on the 5 gigahertz. Internet go wee, but internet does not go wee. Internet goes blorp. Okay. Oh man, this is. I just have to snip threads and then I'm good. So many, and then I snipped a bit of my hair in that. But it's fine. You know what? I need a haircut anyways. I'm getting to look all shaggy. Faith, OMG, hi, your videos give me life. Oh, thank you. Is your internet or your computer? Well, I'm streaming on my phone. Internet. Like, I don't like it. Lord have mercy. There's so many of them. I wonder if my sewing scissors. Unfortunately, I'm not quite committed to that idea. Net. Ocean, I am under the sea, I am a mermaid. I want to turn it on my streams, but it messes up with my camera's like lighting. It's like, what's going on? Okay, well maybe some other time. Maybe we could make it a weekly thing. Like, I thought you got into mining PC. Snip again. Yeah, I don't think this top. Oh, I actually snipped the actual fishnet. That's okay. I don't think that this top is going to be very salvageable. I think it's going to go in the garbage. Now I have to ask, what's the best way to keep your tails from getting all scuffed up when pool swimming? Don't swim in them. Or swim in the deep end. Put them on using a yoga mat or a towel. Don't stand on them. Like, essentially just play the ground as lava is what I'm trying to say. Go to smoother pools too, like ones that are tiled. Not an option. Some people are like, well, that's the only pool. Don't touch it to anything ever, and it'll be pristine. Like, I know, I got a new tail this month, and I, like, swam in it for the first time in a concrete pool. I mean, it's not the worst, but and I had to, like, scoot myself over some, or, like, it wasn't rocks, it was just, like, it's what happens, you know, your hoodies, the pants rip. You know, today, I really hope it didn't happen, like, right at the beginning of my workday, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. Where'd that draft come from? And I'm like, oh, there's a big hole, like, on the rear end of my pants. Love that. Love being able to see up the Nile. But it was fine. They are now resting. Someone said something. Oh, gee, thanks. Yeah, that's what I also like doing about these live streams. And I was like, let's ask questions about my latest YouTube video. By the way, you guys should go, because I worked really hard on it and not as many views as I'd like it to. That's a terrible way to actually get people to watch. If you guys checked out my latest video, it's lag-free. So I'm stoked to be able to review it. It has some good wisdom. Okay. I try to do those to just, you know, have some community engagement. And I say, hey guys, you know, are there any unanswered questions from your video? Questions about the video? There are a lot of people that don't quite get the memo, and then they just ask people, like, you know, yep. I'm still just leave it for the live streams, because then you can see my response and you know, it's the sort of thing where it's like, they probably do have good intentions. But yeah, you know, a lot of people do have good intentions where they're like, oh, I want to, like, be your friend, or I want to, you know, hear what you have to think about this. But then they stop messaging you, and you're like, I didn't sign up for this. So that's, like, my fear. Or there was, like, one person who, on my live stream, they videoed. But yeah, anyways, I did a Q&A on my Instagram, because I try to do those to just, you know, have some community engagement. And I say, hey, guys, You know, are there any unanswered questions? Something about the Google host, and that's not snazzy. Trying to reconnect. Come on. Streamlabs. Well, I think anyone that has you calling them a friend is a lucky person. You're an amazing girl. Oh, thank you. Alright. Well, apparently our health minister has said that if you're going to, like, have any sort of gathering in your private home, it has to be, like, just your family or household members and a safe stick. So, also funny, slightly over... Well, apparently it's on my webcam now. And all of a sudden my phone is like, I don't... Hack and chop. Mother, that's bad. And she's like, he. King, Caitlin Yang, what kind is it? Tell us all about your tail, where it's from, what model it is, what you've named it, what fin you're using in it, when you're planning on using it, where, do you have a pod? This is all about sharing and caring and talking to each other. Even if I can't talk to you, at least you guys can still kind of just chit-chat up in the stream. Well, I'm just trying to stick this thing off. Hey! Alright, I've got the middle portion done. Now we've just got the entire right boob to do. Yay. Snip. And snip. Snip. And snip. Aha. Good. Right. And snip, snip. Oh yes, that one was satisfying. Alright, I don't know. Okay, it's still saying that I'm from the top section. Bryson says snip, snip. Yes, snippy, snippy. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard my oversharing story, but it was funny. Snip. 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 Oh, come on. Man, these are just sewn in real tight. Real tight indeed. And actually, this bra has a lining, whereas the bra that I purchased to attach things to does not have a lining. And, you know, in the mermaid crafting groups, people are always like, what should I use to attach seashells to a bra? And pretty much everyone says, use E6000, but that's not going to hold the same way that just simple thread will do. And then everyone says, that sounds like a bad idea. I don't want to do that. Faith, where did you get the name? What did you name your tail from Mermaid Ink? I watched the video and I'm not sure if I heard the name for it in the video. I called her Melody, because she's awkward, just like Melody from The Little Mermaid too. It was kind of later on in the video, and it was after a sketch I did with my sister, which was very funny. Well, maybe not very funny, but it was funny to me. The amount of bloopers of us just, like, dying laughing at how good she is at playing, you know, the stupid mermaids. It's great. Okay, I don't know if stupid mermaid was a great term for that, but the average mermaid that maybe doesn't do the whole thing. Oh, come on. Snip. There's like 6 layers of thread here. I'm trying to... Maybe a knife would have been better. Alright. I'm going to turn off my radiator because I'm getting a little too warm. I thought I'd open the window because I thought I might use glue, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that point yet. Okay. Where are we? Where are you? Ooh, there's some over here I can snip through. Snip. Ooh, there's so much affixing this stuff to the top. It's insane. Like, I don't even know who made the top before. I purchased it from someone and they said, oh, I got it secondhand. I don't even know who made it, but they did a very good job. It's literally nothing about how they had constructed it. It's just that the swim top that I have it assembled on is, like, real bad. Like, it's starting to go, you know? Like, it's doing the thing where it's all mealy, and, like the strap is all, like... got it. I thought you were gonna name it Coca-Cola because the sweater you're wearing. Yeah, but I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a very good name for a mermaid tail. A few people suggested it. Maybe you were one of them, Amy. But yes, I did want to wear a Coke shirt again because I thought I was like, yeah, this is it. Theming. All right. Okay. And sneep. Sneep. Ah! Aha! This section is free! Free as America, kind of. I don't know if you'd classify America as free, if we're being honest. Okay, this section is free. This one seems really just a pain in the butt to unsew. Unsew, that's what I'm doing. I'm unsewing it. Undoing all the threads. And let me tell you, unsewing is not as fun as real sewing. Because, I mean, it's kind of satisfying snipping through all the threads. You ever watch those, like, satisfying, oh, yes, videos where they take, like, a ball of yarn or string and they just take a really sharp knife and it goes, like, yeah, oh, mwah. Oh, that's so good. Oh, no, my internet. Oh, there, on my phone, it's like, stop. And Bryson has said, yeah, I figured that. Okay, we're gonna switch to 4 gigahertz. I probably have totally been streaming on my data. Oh, good. There's no internet now. Someone's resetting the router. I swear. I swear. Okay, well, now apparently it says it's on OBS, so that's a good backup, I guess. But I really don't want it to be... Okay, here we go. On my data, because I only have so much data. No, I don't want to go on my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Actually, I kind of do. Because their Wi-Fi is probably If they don't get it, they don't get it. I find that if people really don't do family, but you can certainly choose to working towards being completely independent to then just snipping them out of your life, which is an option. Thankfully, not an option I've had to do. Working towards being an adult with adult money to do things that you weren't allowed to do as a kid is always exciting. Alright. Ugh. Oh yeah. Snip it. Oh yeah, we're breaking free. We're soaring. We're flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. If we're trying, oh, we're breaking free. Oh, we're breaking free. Riding, climbing. Can't wait for my own place so I can feel happy about my interests like mermaiding. Why is it cutting to a shot of the table? I'm right here. Hello, OBS. I'm over here. We're just loading. Oh. This is so frustrating. Gosh. Poor connection. Oh, no. Off. Looking on again. I'm trying. Yeah. I let it out on the top. I rip it apart. It doesn't work. Oh, good. Okay. Soaring, we're flying. There's not yeah, you know, a lot of people do have good intentions where they're like, oh, I want never enough. Yes, that reminds me of the TikTok that I posted to my Reels yesterday that got like 11,000 views. I hope that it will. I think that a lot of people resonated with it. And I'm like, but we just keep doing. We just keep having our fun, you know. Life is what you make it, right? Ugh. I wanted to start when I was 13, but my parents would never accept it. Ooh, well, I don't have to accept it. They might not support it, but I mean, you can just do it. Ooh, I got another ad on my YouTube stream on my computer. Like, they may not understand it, but, you know, they can't stop you from enjoying something. They can make it harder for you to enjoy, but that doesn't, you know, you're still here. You're still watching YouTube videos. Still looking at the tails. Lurkers are just as an important part of the community as those who do it, because everyone who is in the mermaid community started as a lurker, you know, someone who's just researching, and that's where the majority of my viewers come from, is people who are like, I want to do this, and say, ooh, here's how, you know? Yeah, that's why I do what I do, so that more people can get into mermaiding. I spread my religion. I couldn't buy tails at the time, that's fair. I started last year, but I don't think that everyone is used to it. You do you. You know, you just do. You just do. Like, I stopped caring what people thought, and I like to think that I'm doing okay for myself. You know, if I cared if people, you know, thought I was normal, so then I wouldn't be dressing up as a mermaid. You know, obviously I do things that are still mostly acceptable within society, and I'm not like some crazy person who runs around with my pants off. I wish I could, though. But, you know, I don't really sweat the small stuff. Like, if an old man gives me a weird, like, judgmental, like, look at the pool, in the pool, I literally just, like, give them my brightest, prettiest mermaid smile, and I wave, and it makes them super uncomfortable, and it's really funny. You know, when people are like, ew, what's wrong with you? I'm like, it's fun! And then they're like, oh, I feel bad for trash talking what you do for fun. Or, you know, they might not, because they're a terrible person, but you never know. People are like, why do you do that? And I'm like, it's fun. And they're like, ugh. Honestly, like, preteens, they're like, why are you like a mermaid? That's so fake. And I'm like, it's fun. And they're like, I wish I had the confidence to do that. Like, so many people I talk to, like, they see me in, you know, my mermaid outfit at the pool, and they're like, man, I wish I could do that. That looks really fun. I'm like, you can! With a down payment of $100 and your soul. Alright. Schneep. 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 Oh my gosh. Ugh. $1,600 to go for my tail. Oh, that's great. Mermaid Stream said, I made my first tail this summer. I'm going to make a video about how to make a tail that might help. That'd be awesome. Bryson is giving wonderful life advice. Those people aren't anywhere near as cool as you. Oh, gee. The video feed and the audio wasn't lining up. Well, that's a surprise. Any ideas for cool mermaid videos? I need ideas. Well, I mean, it's probably most original if you do what you want to do. But I know that people are always in need of makeup tutorials. What else? What else do people ask me to make? Yeah, videos about how to find mermaid friends. Like videos about the logistics of mermaiding. That's always a good one. And just like, you know, talk about like what your mersona is and like what your tales are about, what you're about, what you like to do, you know, promote like local meetups in your area. I mean, obviously COVID, I want to make a post, but I feel like that's me being too maybe judgmental, but I want to make a post about like, hey guys, reminder, I am still an administrator for Mermaids of BC. I don't maybe promote it as much because I'm focused on other things in my life right now. However, I'm still a leader and representative for my pod, and as a facilitator for my pod, along with the Council of Mers that I run it with, we have opted to not attempt any form of a meetup at this time, because I want to keep my community safe, and if I create a space, no matter how like COVID friendly I think that a mermaid meetup's going to be, I just know that it's not 100% risk-free. And a lot of people in my community, in my mermaid pod, are, you know, they might have high-risk health issues, or they might live with someone who's high-risk. And we can still go to pools. We can still swim at pools. You know, there's safety measures in place. but I really don't feel comfortable bringing a big group of like 10, 15, 20 mermaids to a pool to meet up, especially because we're not, you know, we don't regularly see each other. You know, it's not like, you know, the 50 of us that sometimes show up are all buddies and are all in the same, you know, bubbles. So don't, like, yeah, I just see people doing meetups now and I'm like, why? Like, you know, no matter how safe you think you are, you're really not that safe, and there's a pandemic going on, some things are gonna have to be put on hold. Like, I do still swim with some other mermaids, but I'm not making it a public event that's saying, hey, look at me, I'm just gonna mingle with anyone and everyone, it's, you know, it's an open invite, anyone can come. Like, no, the people that I swim with are people, and by swim with, I mean we still stay apart, and we still follow all the guidelines that are set by the public pools that we register to go to. But, like, or we swim in private pools. But, you know, the people I swim with aren't the randos in my pod. They're not, you know, people who are gonna come up and, like, try to, like, hug me and touch my tail and sneeze on me, and, you know, like, swimming, like, you do this a lot, and it's just not a super safe environment. You know, pools are riddled with germs. I know, I've worked at several. They're gross. Pools are gross, and I'm all for all the advanced cleaning and safety measures at pools. And I'm glad that I'm able to still swim, just not as much as I used to. You know, if I'm not feeling well, I don't go. But, you know, my point being, people are stupid, and I don't want to risk, you know, I've weighed the risk of stupidity and safety, and safety always wins. And I just don't want to create the opportunity for stupidity to happen. That's my long-winded way of saying I'm not doing meetups right now. I'm not. My pod is not doing that, and I maybe want to make a post kind of like, not shaming people for doing meetups, but saying this is why we're not doing meetups. We want to keep people safe. Yeah, alright. So this is the bra. Like, we want to represent our community well, and if someone sees a group of mermaids at a pool, like, you know, all flopped all over each other, it's not a good look. Like, in July, someone who I will not name, but someone who I would consider to be an influencer, got together with, like, 5 or 6 other mermaids who I know live in different areas of the country that they live in, and they're just like, don't let COVID stop, you know, your dreams or your whatever. And it was a little like, man, like, all of their heads together, and I'm like, this is not a good example. Oh my gosh. And then they got, like, really defensive when people were like, hey, this is a little problematic. There's a pandemic going on. Don't tell people that they can just do whatever they want because they want to. Like, work hard and you can achieve your dreams. If you want it enough, you can get it. Maybe just think about health and safety of others. Like, I have not left my province since February. I have not left the province of BC, because I don't want to quarantine. And I want to keep people safe, and, you know, it's just silly. Okay, I'm snipping off a few peripherals off of my new nude bra, and yes, sorry, I went on a tangent, so I've not caught up to the chat, so let me just catch up. Do you remember the YouTube mermaid shows from the early 2000s? Oh yeah, they were bad. And people are saying, video is bad. Yep, I know. Welcome back if you can see me again. Alright. I'm gonna daintily snip off this little charm thing. I don't know why they put a charm on the bra. It's kind of like this metal thing. Like this metal taggy thing. Like, ew. Why'd you do that? That's gross. Ugh, it's on both sides. Ooh, where's my seam ripper? I had a seam ripper! I could have used my seam ripper! Oh, hey, makeup brush. Oh my gosh. I am a fool. Oh, hey, my concealer. all my makeup goes. Oh, hey, my Band-Aids for my lifeguarding cap. Oh, wow, I am such a fool. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use this fishing wire to tie stuff to the bra, because it's clear. That's nice. I 100% forgot I had a seam ripper. However, I can't find it. I may have actually put it in the sewing kit. Yep, I had a seam ripper, guys. I had a seam ripper this whole time. You know what seam rippers are for? They're for ripping threads. Oh, that was so easy. I'm a clown. It's okay. It's been a while since I've done a crafting session, crafting tail tea time. So, it's nice to be back. Crafting is not my strong suit. As if you guys have been around, you know I'm not very good at it. So, also keep at my seasonally festive, seasonally appropriate bag from Save On Foods that I used to store all my craft supplies because I have nowhere else to put it. It's appropriate at one time a year, and this is it. Your video and voice are completely off sync. Thanks. Oh gee, that does sound like bad time. I haven't seen my family since March because of the sad current events. Yeah, that's sad. Also, a video about it. It's like listening to a podcast with some of the background noises make me laugh. Oh no. I feel like someone could make a good YouTube mermaid show and every single one was based around H2O. I'm just kidding to those in the chat, don't worry. I'm a clown! Okay, I'm just gonna stop this and then restart it, so please hold. I had a seam ripper this whole time. You know what seam rippers are for? They're for ripping threads. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use this fishing wire to easy. Tie stuff to the bra. It's clear. That's nice. I 100% forgot I had a seam ripper. However, I can't find it. I may have actually put it in the sewing kit. To be back. Crafting is not my strong suit. Also, a video about it. It's like listening to a podcast with some of the background noises make me laugh. Oh, no. I feel like someone could make a good YouTube video. Alright! Okay, maybe, hopefully, my stuff is back. No, it's okay. Thank you for the feedback. Don't worry. I'm a clown. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop this and then restart it. I want you guys to be able to see it, so I'm just gonna hold down. I had to seam rippers are for ripping threads. So I think I'm gonna use this fishing wire to Alright, clown. It's clear. And the other part of I 100% forgot I had a seam ripper. However, I can't find it. I may have actually put it in the sewing kit. To be back. Crafting is not my strong suit. If you guys have been around, you know I'm not very good at it. I had a seam ripper, guys. I had a seam ripper this whole time. Seasonally appropriate bag from Save On Foods that I used to store all my craft supplies. This is easy. It's appropriate at one time a year, and this is it. Outside. Your video and voice are okay. It's been a while since I've done a crafting time. Crafting tail tea time. So it's pretty nice to be back. Crafting is not my strong suit, and if you guys have been around, you know I'm not very good at it. So also keep at my seasonally festive, seasonally appropriate bag from Save On Foods that I used to store all my craft supplies. I feel like nowhere else to put it. Someone could make a good it's appropriate at one time. Single one was based around H2O. Your video and voice are going to worry. Thanks. Yeah, I'm back. I should be back. I'm just kidding to those in the chat. Don't worry. I'm a clown. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this and then restart it. Sorry, my YouTube active stream on my computer is like really behind, so I don't know. Alright. Yes. Okay.
Right, your next adventure. Handwriting recognition and the Audi Q3.
It maybe just took a while. So I may just repeat what I said about the netting and things. Okay. So
we have 2 coding enthusiasts here at the house, and their grades are so good, particularly in math. So thank you, White Hat Junior.
Book a free coding class today on whitehatjunior.com.
Yeah. Oh, I think my family started a fire. That's nice. like in the fireplace, not
upstairs.
other part of the
I
house.
100%.
Of course it did. However,
because of
I may have actually put it in sewing bed. I had a secret, guys. I had a secret. That's really bad. Appropriate.
I still hear noise over your
video and voice.
It's
been a while since I've done
What that is.
Crafting tale tea time.
Is that my neighbor's?
Pretty nice feedback. Crafting is not my strong suit, and if you guys have been around, you know I'm not very good at it. So also keep at my seasonally festive, video appropriate bag for save on the foods that I use to store all my craft supplies.
I feel like
nowhere else to put it.
someone could make a good
It's appropriate at one time. Thanks. Yeah, I'm back. I should be back. I'm a clown. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this.
I know it's my active stream on my computer is like really behind, so I don't know. I just don't know if I'm back on my OBS on my upstairs camera on my.
Right, your next adventure. Handwriting recognition and the Audi Q3.
Not in my Christian Minecraft server.
Just took a while. So I may just repeat what I said about the netting and things.
Retracted message. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So
We have 2 coding enthusiasts here at the house, and their grades are so good, particularly in math. So thank you, White Hat Junior.
Book a free coding class today on whitehatjunior.com.
Strips. So, sewing netting on first. That's always what you do.
That's nice.
Baby's playing ads every talking. Oh no! Oh, that's not good. Why is it doing that?
Of course it did. However,
It says desktop audio. Oh shoot. Okay. Let's try that. Oh. For some reason it picked up the sound of my stream? Okay. That's rad. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to my streaming software on my computer. But this is amazing. Oh, guys. You crack me up. Alright. Let's get down with it. I'm gonna put the pearls actually right on the top, because I don't really like them being there. Although, however, that covers some of them. So, just kidding. Psych! We're not doing that. Okay. Boom. Alright. Okay. Yeet. And now I'm just gonna do some sewing. Huzzah! I guess I don't need a really... Well, I'm sewing through a bra, so I'll do a rather heavy-duty needle. My favorite thing. Sewing. Alright. Yeah. Turn those ads off! No, that's how I make money on YouTube. The whole $150 checks a month I get. Cries. Well, it doesn't say it has desktop audio on my OBS, so hopefully that's fine. Okay, so apparently it just doesn't want to stream from my phone anymore, so we're just gonna keep that active and put you guys back up on here. Apologies for camera noises. Let's see how that looks. Hey, first try. Not bad. It's working. Okay. Great. I'm glad. Alright, we're back to option 1. And apparently it's working better, so yeah. We'll see. Okay, so I guess now what we're going to do is we're just going to sew the fishnet to the bra. And I'm kind of feeling doing it on the band rather than on just the fabric. No, just kidding. I'm feeling doing it on the fabric. Because as it turns out, oh, I just went right through the stitching. Or, no, it's just, it's hard to sew through no matter what you do. Good. Okay. Man, that That's not sounding amazing. If I'm being honest. It sounds a little crunchy, and I don't know why. But all is well. We forge on. And I definitely made this thread a bit too long, but that's okay, because you can just tie it off. So, zoom, and then knot it around itself. Ugh, come on. Yeah, because I figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it is broke. So we're going to. The streaming software was a bit mad for a few minutes there, but we're free now. Good, good. Yeah, I don't know why it was, like, listening to ads. That's... I don't have, like, any other tabs open. Like, it was playing them for my YouTube, so... It was weird, because it, like, I could see the stream, and, like, every time it would cut out, it would, like, play a couple ads, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Very cool. I'm like, at least they're still playing ads. But... Oh, shoot. Dang. Whatever. I hate sewing. I'm really bad at it. I don't know. It's witchcraft. Oh, and this thread's kind of pokey, so it's going to poke me in the boob. Not super keen on that. Here. Come on. It's fiddly time, guys. How many of you guys are watching? 9? That's not a lot. I couldn't tell which one was your live voice and which one was your recorded voice. Well, I think that you guys were still able to hear what I was saying, just like there was weird background noise. I wasn't really sure what it was. I was like, you mean the sounds of my neighbors? Can't help that. Can't turn that off. Wish I could sometimes. Yeah. It's just really frustrating because I want to be able to deliver good content to my audience, but this is just really unprofessional and, you know, makes people unsubscribe to me. So we don't like that. And I want to consistently deliver good and exciting content. And YouTube is just like, no. Well, my internet is just like telling me no. It's like, no, you can't. Oh man, I really mucked this one up. I was trying to like make it better and now it's just worse. Okay, we're just gonna cut those loose ends off and hope it's good. Maybe not. I don't know. Ah! I hate sewing. No, this is the end of the thread, so I can't cut that knot. Alright. Alright. Sewing. Legit my favorite. I'm sewing Nana beads to top myself. Oh, nice! But right now I'm having a break to watch you. Oh, we're doing it together. Hello from Florida. Hello, Chelsea. Welcome to the live stream of questionable quality. Today we are fixing a top. We are mounting the shells to a... No! No, no, no! Okay, good. I saw it die. I'm having a great time, and I think 22 people at least are too. Don't worry. Aw, thank you. You're very sweet. Number 1 simp. Okay. Now, how much do I sew it to? I think I'm gonna do it every like 3 or 4 holes of the knitting. Yee. Sew that thread all the way around. It's not, well, it's kind of thread. It's like fishing wire. Because this stuff is held on tails that I use in the water. So I'm like, if it holds on tails, it'll probably hold on tops. So we'll see how that goes. Just tie it all the way around. Boink. And swank. Keep going, keep going. And one more time. Maybe 2 more times, you know. Why not? You know, do more than one. Cape Kelly have released their own live tails. I saw that! Yeah, I'm interested to see if they want me to review one, because they do make them for the Mahina, which, mwah, yes. But it seems like they got Mermaid L on board, making a lot of content for them, so, I don't know. I'll see, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have another 1 or 2 reviews that I'm, that'll be coming down the line. Which reminds me, I still need to reply to that email. So, I'm still, I've still got a few in the pipeline, so before I take on any more projects, I probably want to get those out and about, you know? There's one that I've been in talks with since January, but the tail makers come across a few issues, but I did see that they sold a tail to somebody, so I'm like, yay, maybe soon. But they're like, I want to make sure I have the money to make it for you. I'm like, that's fair. It's always a good plan, you know, gotta make sure that you can afford to send a tail to somebody in Canada. Alright, and crunch. There. Okay, that one seemed to go a bit better. But this thread is awfully short now, so what we do, we throw it out. Have you seen them? I have. I've seen them on Instagram. I assume I probably already answered that question with my tangent about Cape Kelly's mermaid tails. I wanted one of their robes, too. That would be fun, but I did get a very nice bathrobe for my birthday from my parents, so I'll hold off. I don't need 2 bathrobes, she says, with 36 mermaid tails, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Also, I'm just going to refresh it on my computer, because I feel like it's a little funky. Also, now you guys can see what I'm working on. Maybe I'll move it forward a bit. Oh, shoot. I mucked it up. That's okay. I'll fix that later. Right now we're working on this part. Oh! You know, there's this magical thing, Faith, called pins that you can put in your sewing project so you don't lose what you're using or where you're going to sew things. Amazing! Now, granted, it might be a bit hard to pin, you know, what do you call this, fishnet, but I also don't have too many pins. I was like, if only there's a way I could, temporarily affix the top to the fishnet. And I remember now! Pins, like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've sewn anything. Okay, what are we doing? We are getting my needle again. What's this on the ground? Is it a mermaid tail? No, it's not. Pin. P-I-N. No, not pin. Needle. Where did it go? Did I use it as a pin? No. Where did my needle go? I just had it. My friend Justine, the mermaid seamstress, if you want actual good sewing content, go to her. She did a video, or she helped me, and she was doing some sewing, and she just, like, stabs the thing through her shirt, like, the needle, and I'm like, ma'am! And she's like, that's how I keep track of it. I'm like, you are okay, well, amazing. I do not have the courage to do that. Okay. This definitely isn't the needle I used, but it is a needle. Let me know if you see my needle. Okay, I'm going to pull this up on my phone because my eyes are straining trying to read that screen over there. Give me one hot minute. And I see that someone commented. It was someone with a green profile picture. And I will answer your comment if I deem it appropriate and topical. By my own metric. Oh, it's not undead. Yes, you said pinning helps, but it's true that it's not. That net is hard to pin. I have joined. Oh, hey, Kennedy! Oh no, the needle escaped. Yes. Are you making a silicone top? Nope, I'm making a shell bra with shells that I already have from a previous shell top, but unfortunately the swimsuit that it was on is starting to just decay. So I purchased a expensive nude bra this weekend with my friend Kennedy, who's here, and now I'm turning it into a top. So I hope that the ladies at Labby and Rose didn't lie to me, and this will actually be seaworthy. Faith is a live stream as well, with Justine checked out after the stream was finished on Big Deal. Oh, thank you. Yes, you recognize that bra. Will you be putting pearls on the bra? There's kind of pearls, but I do have a few, actually, from this bra, from the shells that I used, that the bra originally came with. So this bra, hello, Mermaid Faith, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Mermaid Pearl. What are you? I'm trying to figure out if you're someone I know. Hello, Bryson. It's lovely to see you. Yes, Bryson is moderator. Fantastic. I was afraid that, like, I just kind of sprung this live stream. I was like, internet's not doing too badly. We're just gonna go. And then it was. But now it's not. Now it seems to be doing well. We're in the yellow instead of the red, so that's good. But I was like, I hope you're not super busy studying, muting out on the live stream, because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to moderate it, because I'm going to be really busy sewing the top. So I'm glad you're here. because no one else. I mean, I could ask Mermaid Biosa, but I think she's putting her boys to bed right now. Okie dokie. Alright. An error occurred. What? Now my phone is like, I don't want to watch your live stream. Is Bryson a merman? Bryson has tried out a few things before. I don't know if I'd classify him as a merman, more of a mertender, but he could be. He could be. That's my favorite thing about mermen, is that they're always like, are you going to be a merman? Please be a merman. It's great. Anytime there is male, they're like, merman material? I think yes. Anyone can do it. I can do it. You can do it. I should have been steady, but honestly, I've just been playing video games too, so it's no problem. Ah, gee. Video games are good. Especially when you have good internet. When you have bad internet. So, yeah, this is definitely not the best needle to be doing this with, because it's kind of blunt. Like me. So it's like, it's taking a lot more effort to stab it through. And oh, it's making the bra all puckered. That's not a great look. It's fine. It's fine. What you playing, Bryson? Yeah, what are you playing? What's your video game for tonight? Is it Fallout 76? Or is it Fallout 77? I forget. I should be sleeping, but I'm playing video games. Literally me last night. Like, last night, I was like, okay, I'm done playing games for tonight. Gonna go to bed. And then I'm just lying in bed. Like, I'm not sleepy. I'm like, yeah, let's play another round or two. So I got back up, turned on my computer again, and then played a few more games. And then I finished my quest, so that was exciting. I've been Fallout New Vegas. I'm so sorry. Yes, I mucked it up. Yes, Fallout New Vegas. That's the one. It's 2:40 a.m. in London. Yes, you really do need to go to sleep. That's like you every time you're on a live stream. You're like, is it bedtime? Nah. But some people are just night owls. Like, I'm a night owl. I'm not like, I mean, I work an adult job now, so I can't, be up at like until like 3 or 4 every morning. But, there's been times where I've had many late nights in a row, and I'm kind of okay with it. I don't mind it. But it's not always the healthiest. But I find that I'm quite productive in the nighttime hours. No, not Fallout 76, lol, I'm good. I was up sewing until 5 a.m. last night. Man, I must say you have a fantastic sewing kit. Thank you, it is my mother's. It's not mine. I wish it was. Maybe one day it'll be mine. I should get my own sewing kit. I have like a few little pieces that I bought, but I just put them in here. I'm just like, mother can use them too. Because, I mean, I don't know who does more sewing, myself or my mom. We both sew. Okay, like, quick brag about my family. So my sister is in acting school, and all of her class decided, they're a pretty small class, they're only like, I think 10 or 15 people. They all decided they should dress up as superheroes, like Marvel superheroes, for Halloween. So she chose to be Bucky, so that she can wear a mask. Bucky from, like, the Winter Soldier. So she got this, like, silver bodysuit thing, and then my mom sewed it into, like, this sleeveless leather jacket she has, and then my dad drew on, like, a red star and all the machinery, and it looks so cool, and I'm super excited to see how my sister looks with it, like, all on and everything, and she's like, yes, I am awesome, I am the Winter Soldier, and I am here for it. I like the Winter Soldier. We just rewatched it, because we're like, must rewatch for Halloween purposes, and it was very, very good. Which reminds me, Bryson, messaged me about Halloween. I have a small update. It was unwise but fun. That's how a lot of things are. It's like, it was unwise, but it's fun. I'm still young. I can do stupid things while I'm young and have energy. Alright, so, good news, everybody. I have completed the straps on one side of this. So check it out. I now have fishnet on here again. feels fairly solid. I might need to add like one more stitch here, but I kind of prefer it to be a little bit looser just because it'll flow and, you know, just kind of do its thing. So this is what it's gonna look like on this boop, and then the shell is gonna go over top like so. Not bad. Not bad at all. I might add some pearls to the inside part here. I do have fishnetting that I'm still going to add. This is what the back side of it looks like, so you can see where I've sewn it. But I have some pearlies and jammy goodnesses. Oh, I have this little leafy thing from an old necklace. But I have a number of pearls and beads and things, though, so I might just glue those on. Here's a half pearl. Half pearls are great for gluing onto tops. Or I also have these ones that I might... Ooh, you know what? I could, like, line the sides of it with, like, these gems. That might be kind of pretty. I don't know if you guys... I might do this. I don't know. I feel like the bedazzling will be a different day because it's kind of cold out tonight, to be honest, and I don't really feel like ventilating my room so that I can work with E6000. Plus, I'm already an hour into this stream. Leave it, don't worry, you're good. Oh. Okay. Alright. Faith, don't lose the needle again. Nope, I have a needle right here. It is not the one I originally was using. I still don't know where that one went. Let's take a quick pause to look for it. Oh, you know what? There's a big crack in the table here, so it may have fallen down there. Oh wait, is this it? No, this is the one that I was using to begin with. I really don't want to step on a needle in the middle of the night. That would be most unfortunate. Come here. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm also very, very limited in terms of what space I have to move about in this room because I have a giant 6-foot table here. Actually, probably, yeah, it's like a 6-7 foot table, and my room is not that big. So, okay, this bad boy. Bucky doesn't have the silver arm anymore. Oh, yeah, I know you're the big Captain America nerd. Yes, well, she's being Bucky from Winter Soldier. She's being the Winter Soldier himself, Bucky Barnes. Alright, so that goes there. So therefore, we want pearly pearlies on this kind of triangle part of the top of the bra. So I'm going to pull this down just a touch more, like so. And this one's kind of ugly, so I don't really care if it falls off. You know what? It's falling off. We're just going to commit. It's like literally hanging on by a thread, and this pearl is gross because a lot of the pearls that came on this bra used to have this like metallic colored coating, but it was like peeling off for so many of them, which was gross. It's black and gold now. No, it's white and blue. That looks really good. Thank you. Good lord. Needle secured. Floor needles is a prize. Probably the elite. Did someone knock on my door?
It's tea.
Is that my tea?
Tea?
Yes, tea.
Tea.
Welcome to Santa's workshop.
Wow. Ho, ho, ho.
What kind of tea is it?
Hot tea.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
Hot tea! Hot tea! Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye.
I don't think he wanted to poke his head in the live stream because his hair is very messy right now. Alright, catch up on the chat. I was wondering about the table, actually. How'd you get that in there? Okay, I don't have the legs down on this side. I just have it propped up on my bed. And then I have legs on the bottom, and it's, like, shoved underneath my desk. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I, like, couldn't really do a lot on my computer, it's because, like, there's a table and a tripod and a light in between me and my computer. So, ooh. I'm hunched over so you guys can kind of see my face. And so, alright. Now we do the thing called pin. Pin, pin, pin. See, we're getting better with every time we do things. We're improving. Are we improving a lot? No. But little by little, we are. We are making adjustments to our process. And, you know, I could make these. I could totally paint line polish shells and put them on bras and add some fishnet and some, you know, rhinestones. And I could sell them on Etsy.
Not saying that that's a thing that totally happens with middle-aged women in the mermaid community. Did I find the needle? Nope. I keep seeing the needle that I've pulled out as a replacement and thinking, oh, golly gee, I found it. I have not. I have just, okay, this is the thread I didn't want. Pin. Yes. Tea has arrived. Absolutely. Bryson says, hello, Faith's dad. Yes. Hello, Mr. Brownlee, sir. I'm here to win your approval. Okay. And an Iron Man nerd. Yes, you are. In you go. This is a very short thread, much like my patience. No, it's not my patience that's short. Is it my patience? No, it's my temper is short. Or is it my nerves are short? I'm short. All of me is short. So technically my nerves are probably shorter than the average person's nerves. So, getting on my nerves! I wonder where that saying came from. Because it really doesn't sound very comfortable. Which is probably why it was invented. Okay, do I have another pin? I do. Great. We're going to pin the top too. So I kind of know where it's being sewn. Sew it tight. Right here. And bonk! Alright. And one last pin. The stream is going to be a bit longer. I'll probably stop once I've sewn the bra on, or the shells on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many people are still hanging out. Same, those my patience is non-existent these days. My Mersona is Marvel-based. Shall yeah? Okay. So, we're going to start on the bottom left, as usual. Just right here. And just sew around. You sew me round, round, maybe like right round when you go down. And other bad parodies. I mean, it wouldn't be tail tea time without the tea, so I'm glad that I have the tea. Speaking of tea, there was a really great article in a Colorado newspaper about ex-Swimtails, ex-Aquarius, now Shallow Mermaid, about how they got sued for stealing a name. It's really funny because they sent me a cease and desist one time when I was, you know, trash talking them. They're like, how dare you talk? My ear keeps doing this thing where it, like, vibrates, and I, like, hear thunder in it, and it's like my eardrum is going dum 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 dum. So, I don't know what that's about. I hope it's not a symptom of COVID. But anyways, what was I saying? Right. And so, yeah, somebody, Courtney's Patreon Discord was like, ooh, look at this. And I'm like, And it's, you know, the article is first like, oh, poor Christy from, you know, Shallow Mermaid or Aquarius. She's the victim in this lawsuit. And then they're like, but they've got a sketchy past. And yeah, so I was kind of like, grr, they kind of maybe, this article is maybe a bit one-sided. But, you know, like good journalism, they're like, but this mermaid tail company has made a name of itself for being a little not so reliable. Looks like chamomile. Oh, you know your teas. I don't know, is it? Oh, yeah, it might be chamomile. I probably couldn't really taste it because it's not super steeped right now. Or is it steeped? Oh, it is steeped. There's no tea bag in it. Yes, Faith, good job. It gets more steeped when there's no tea bag in it. It might be chamomile. I don't know what kind of... I know we recently ran out of the chocolatey chai, so it was a little, but, you know, sometimes it's just better if you're having, like, a tea or a coffee, just to not know what the flavor is, because then you just have zero expectations about it, and I fully just did not do that stitch right. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Okay, we're just gonna tie it under itself. Oh, I love invisible thread underneath black thread. The Hunchback of Murterdom. Murderdom is what it sounds like. I'm using my seam ripper as a sewing needle. It's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a risky maneuver.
Come on, face. Don't you go. Yes! Alright. That's, yeah, not very knotted well. I may need to redo some of these knots later on. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. At least it's affixed moderately securely. So now we're gonna sew on here. Let's leave the pin in for now so that I remember where I'm gonna sew. Stab. Stabbing. Tea. Oh. Oh dear, they're still around doing things. Oh my gosh, points for the gumption, I guess. Tea, I now want tea, but I don't want to get up and make it. You swim me round, round, baby, round, round. That'd be a good mermaid parody song. Okay, where's my thread? Oh, yeah. I dropped it to the floor along with my needle. Guys, I found my needle! That was a lot of excitement. For nothing super exciting, but it is exciting. I found my sewing needle. That's great. I was aware of such things in this industry. Oh, Kennedy, there's so much tea. There's so much tea. Just watch my video called The Swimtail Story, and that's not even the whole story, because I made that in, like, end of 2018, early 2019. There's a lot of tea. Yeah. And it's really just this one mermaid company. Like, some are, you know, they've stirred the pot a bit, and they've, you know, posted some, like, someone on, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna say them, Mermaid Cat. She's a professional mermaid based out of, like, Germany and Australia. And she makes tails. I have one of her fabric tails, and she's, yeah, I don't know, like, this year she seems to be, like, it seems like this year, a lot of the, like, really big, like, you know, really big professional mermaids who a long time have just kind of gone off their rocker. Like, Hannah Mermaid's been having a tough time, and she's just been, like, help me. So, you know, I don't think she's really been crazy, but I've definitely noticed a change in her attitude. And Mermaid Carriel's been doing some pandemically questionable things. But, I mean, she's finally, like, you know, selling tops and stuff, so people are getting her tops. But I'm like, ma'am, you are sending some poor messaging right now, talking about this pandemic and how, you know, stay-at-home orders are killing your soul, and, you know, kind of being like, oh, how dare the government of Hawaii not let other people in? I want to be free! Yeah, anyways. Yeah, then Mermaid Cat, as I was saying today, she posted, like, this really just kind of, like, ableist and classist, like, you know, life advice post. Like, all your problems will be solved if you do XYZ. And it, you know, the first two things, you know, sound pretty good. Like, eat healthily and exercise. Like, yes, diet and exercise have a lot to do with, you know, just overall well-being. And that's, you know, they teach you that in elementary school. Like, make sure you eat your fruits and veggies and get 30 minutes of physical activity a day. But then it's like, have a second job. Do what you love. And, like, I don't know. There's just, like, some things that's like, oh, yeah, all my problems will be solved if I can live within my means and have a second job and love both of them. Okay, that's you sure people can do that? Because, like, you know, it just really doesn't consider, like, poverty or disability. And it's just kind of saying, like, oh, you don't work hard enough and you don't do things, you know, in the right way, and that's why you have problems in your life. It's like, okay, have you ever had chronic pain? Kind of hard to exercise chronic pain or work at all with chronic pain. And sometimes doing what you love is not financially feasible, especially during a pandemic. Like, you know what I love is I love, you know, mermaiding and doing mermaid meetups and, you know, swimming and all that stuff. And that's what I love to do. It's not super feasible right now to make that my main income. So it's just, it was something. It was something. Yeah, and, you know, a couple people were like, and, like, why did you even post that? It wasn't even to, or maybe it was her personal Facebook, but I'm pretty sure it was her, like, public page, and it's like, huh?
Why? This isn't even mermaid related. Like, there's some mermaid pages that just, like, post, like, Facebook articles and things. It's like, what are you doing? This is not a professional looking look for you. Like, sure, you know, share the odd, like, video that's like, save the oceans, save the turtles, you know. But then there's, like, people who are like, I shall leverage this for political gain, and it's like, I know, I want to see pretty mermaid pictures and book you for my goods and services. Anyways, let's scroll back on the chat. Bryson's being Swimtail Story Part 2. That's the thing, is that I had a bit of a conviction about it earlier this year, because I was, like, crapping on Aqua Mermaid earlier this year, and I was enjoying it. But I'm like, is this really the type of person I want to be? Like, I've always avoided drama by just staying in my own flipping lane. And is the type of person I want to be really the person that's bashing other people and other YouTube channels and other mermaids just to, like, make myself look better? I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't reflect very well on me and my character that I'm trying to be. So, with that, like, I still like warning people about problematic things in the industry. I like saying, hey, you know, for example, Swimtails, or, like, Aquarius Mermaid Tales, or Shallow Mermaid, whatever the heck they're called now. You know, I like to warn people that, you know, they make beautiful tales, but they've had a bit of a history, and, I would just, you know, make sure you buy with buyer protection, because the owner's a little bit kooky, you know? But, yeah, I just don't really want to be, like, super all the time. Just my thing is to bash other companies and other, you know, mermaids. Because I have a tea on a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have, like, said questionable things or done questionable things and, you know, been terrible and awful on the internet. Now, that being said, Dale Tea Time is here for a reason, and I will spill tea on occasion. But in terms of, like, you know, the actual YouTube videos, not sure if that's the content I want to be putting out forever and ever. Yeah. Swimtails was like, don't do that. I'm like, oh, did your feelings get hurt? Did your feelings get hurt because I told people what you did? And I know that they've lost business from that, because people comment on my videos saying, I was going to buy a tail from Swimtails, but after this, I've decided against it. And I'm like, good. But it's not even like that they had bad business practices, that, like, they were legitimately not very nice people. They would, like, cyberstalk their customers and harass people. Like, hey, I was harassed online by them. They sent me a cease and desist email, and I just laughed about it. I was like, oh, yes, me in Canada, sure, you can sue me, sure, go ahead. Yeah, they're just like, do not. So then I was like, okay, and I just said, the mermaid tail company that shall not be named. And, yes, it was funny. But, yeah, like, they just seem to be a little bit too emotionally involved in everything. But now that it's just the wife, apparently, things are getting on track, apparently, so, anyways, I don't know, I wouldn't personally support them, but for people who choose to, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not your friend anymore. Like, a good friend of mine from, Tasmania, like, recently had a tail from them, and it looks beautiful, and it looks great on her, and I'm like, go you, but do I, you know, I'm not gonna be like, ew, why did you buy a tail from that? Oh, I'm not your friend anymore. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna bash you. Like, you know, even people who buy knockoffs. Like, people buy knockoffs, and just sometimes the mermaid community gets a little too vicious with this poor, you know, person who probably just searched mermaid tail and said, hey, that one looks within my budget, I want to do this. And then, you know, people jump on them and call them all sorts of nasty things for just not knowing. So, yeah. Anyways, long tangent to say, I don't know if I'm going to make any more, like, spill the tea sort of main channel news, Philip DeFranco, look here, look listen videos. But I will continue to be an advocate for people not getting screwed over. Alright. I have sewed fishnet sewing attachment number 2. Now for the last one. When I had this top this fishnet on a different top, it was definitely sewed on a lot more, but I don't feel like doing that. I don't know if it's super necessary. I may later on. You know what? I'll probably do one more stitch on the inside area just so it doesn't flap up for each cup, but I'm not gonna sew it like every other time. All right. Subscribed. Oh, thank you, Sylvie. I appreciate that. I feel like my subscribers like have been like people have been unsubscribing more than they've been subscribing, and I'm like, what am I doing? It's strange. It's very strange of her to post, especially since it's not very professional. Yeah, exactly, Kennedy. It was kind of a like, oh, I thought this was on like, you know, my cousin Bob's Facebook page, not, you know, a mermaid. I love the purple shell. I made my mermaid brow with turquoise and purple shells, beautiful colors together. Yes, absolutely. I love all your videos, and now I have 2 fabric tails. Oh, wonderful, Danielle. I'm so glad. I hope for the best for them, whatever the best may be. I hope that they get exactly what they deserve. Why are all my favorite YouTubers streaming today? I know Courtney did a tail tea time on her Patreon pod today. Except she always does them when I'm at work. And I'm like, Courtney! I'm like, I know it's your work day, your work time, but it's also my work time. I can't watch your things. That's no fun. I can't do it if, you know, I can't watch your stream if you're streaming while I'm at work. And yeah, I mean, I could watch it back, but it's more fun when you're there, you know. I know people watch back my lives, but I'm like, I wish everyone could join, but you know, everyone lives in different time zones and everyone has different work and school and sleep and eating patterns, so can't please anybody. But YouTube algorithm said that, you know, many of my YouTube viewers or my subscribers are online at this time tonight. Because I was like, okay, my internet seems to be not terrible. Said me 2 hours ago. Maybe I'll try to do a live stream tonight because I want to do one this week because I haven't done one since my Mermaid Ink video, which by the way is out now. If you guys want to go check that out, it is the newest upload on my channel. It was super fun. I tried to make it funny, so even if you don't care about Mermaid Ink, you can have an entertaining experience watching it. Anyways, I digress. Oh, shoot. I accidentally, like, sewed a loop-de-loop through the things and made a knot, and oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Said Faith the mermaid, not Piglet, she said, quoting Piglet. Piglet didn't say that. Oh, dear. Right, Mermaid Ink. So, if you guys want to check that out, that's my newest upload, and I would appreciate all the views. Wouldn't mind other people doing it, but I wouldn't do it myself. Right. Okay, I think I've unraveled this mess that I've created. The mess of my own volition. Alright. All 4 of my tails are from FinFun at the moment. Yeehaw! You helped me convince my friends that tail wouldn't kill me. Yes, that's good. Great. I'm glad that they see the light. Yeah, mermaiding is awesome and safe when done right. Meaning, if you don't know how to swim, don't get a tail first. Learn how to swim. And then get a tail. I mean, like, to be honest, I've seen people who are not very good swimmers manage to survive in a tail. Like, it's not ideal, but you can swim. And tails do make it easier, especially if it's like a tail from FinFun. But, you know, lifeguard and swim teacher me says, that's pulling some alarm bells in my brain. I do have a tail, but it's not FinFun. I'm looking into one, though. FinFun tails are awesome. And, yeah, like, it's almost Black Friday, so they might be doing a Black Friday sale, which would be super rad. There is one that I kind of thought about the other day, and I'm like, I don't need it, but I also do. Or if Mertailor does a Black Friday sale, there's also a tail that I'm looking at from Mertailor. Not one of his big fancy ones, just one for the Linden. Because I'm like, ooh, maybe I can do a review on it. Anyways. Burp. Okay. sewn that part. I want to save up for the Moroccan Rose design. Oh, do it. That one is so pretty. That was one of their new ones where I was literally like, oh my gosh, FinFun, you are up in your game! Yes! Super into it. Yeah, it's really pretty. Everyone I see who posts photos of it, it just looks so good. I mean, all the FinFun tails look good. Like, honestly, every tail I get from them is just like, wow. Okay. I finally got a Linden with my FinFun skins, and I'm very happy with it. FinFun tails are cool. They got a lot of designs that are nice and affordable. Yes! It's been a great first tail for me. I've gotten really good. I can't swim in it anymore thanks to the whole pandemic thing. Dang it. My first tail is the old FinFun blue, or FinFun Arctic blue design. Nice. My first FinFun was like their super old like Ariel style that they don't make anymore, but this was my first tail right here. Old Faithful. That was my very first tail. That's what I called her. Super original, right? I want to say, I'm currently focused on getting the limited edition designs I like from FinFun. Yeah. I'm going to save up for Cape Cali. Oh, awesome. Very good. Alright. Bonk. Ooh, I realized something bad. I am currently sewing through the bra onto the very center. So there will be thread on the very center of my bra. And it's not super comfortable thread. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh, it's not terrible. It's not the worst. Okay, I'll live. Yoink. Would you buy it again if they remade it? I've seen their other green. Well, the thing is that I've moved past green, right? Like, my Mersona isn't green. My Mersona used to be, like, green and blue or teal. Like, kind of like, the tail you see behind me. Like, that was my Mersona look. Like, 3 or 4 years ago. That's more like 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, that's my Mersona, is like, you know, kind of like an aquamarine, kind of teal, maybe a little bit, just like, I don't know how to say it. Like, just, you know, kind of like simple, natural, maybe with a little bit of, like, dotting elements, but nothing too crazy. And then I dreamt up Galaxy. Well, no, I was like, yes, that's it. But then I kind of found the Galaxy thing, and I was like, okay, kind of cool. But I don't know if that's going to be my Mersona. And then, honestly, like, Virtuoso made me a tail that was a Rainbow Galaxy design, and I loved it! And it was amazing! And I was like, holy carp, this is really good. And then, FinFun came out with the Lunar Tide tail, and I was like, oh my gosh, I probably need this tail, and I got it, and I was like, immediately like, okay, I guess I'm a Galaxy nerd maid, because that's really cool. And then I found, because I was like, well, this really helps me stand out being a Galaxy mermaid, and it's totally me. And then a friend of mine was making, like, trying to make tails and said, hey, you want to be a tester for me? And I said, sure. And so she made me one that's, like, it's not crazy Galaxy. It's kind of like an Orca Galaxy mess. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess. But I was like, hey, Mersona! And so then I finally felt like I had a Mersona. And then I had that one for a while. And then I got Mako, and so I sort of went, like, to orange. I totally, like, did a whole 180, and I was like, maybe orange is my Mersona, because people are really digging this, and I was digging it, too. Okay, there's, like, just some excess stuff that's going to get snipped away. And I was like, maybe I'm an orange mermaid, but I was like, no, I'm still cool colors, and I still enjoy Galaxy stuff. And then after Mako came a couple more blue tails, and I didn't get the Finfolk. Yeah, I kind of slowed down the tails after Mako. I got the blue tails. I got, what was that? 2018. Oh yeah, I had a rainbow tail, but I'm not a rainbow mermaid, but I liked it. A few of my tails are on the floor, so I'm not really sure what the order is anymore. I got another pink one, and then I went on tour, that's right. Yeah, I kind of got a few more blue tails, and then I went on tour, and I didn't really get a lot of new tails. And then 2019, I was still on tour. And then I got Finfolk's. I got Finfolk's tail line, and that was really cool. Then I got another orange tail from Finfolk. Oh yeah, I got my silicone, right? I'm like, what happened in 2018? Yeah, but then I was dreaming up my silicone, and I was like, you know what? I think it's just got to be Galaxy, because I want the dotties, and I want the purples, and I want the blues, and the teal. So the teal element is still part of my Mersona because it's on my Fluke, which I like. So yeah, that's kind of how I came up with it. It was just kind of like tried a bunch of things and found it worked. And Galaxy was what worked. And so then Amathea made me my Galactic Beast, and the world was never the same. And yeah, that's how it all went down. And then I got a few more Galaxy tails since then, but I am considering perhaps another going to orange tones again for a secondary silicone tail, but that is still quite a ways away. That's not in my yearly annual budget, since, you know, her prices have increased, and yeah, all that good stuff. But I'm probably gonna get, you know, a more Mersona defining tail from Courtney first before Amanda, because, you know, I just love supporting Shop Vancouver Mermaid's business. She's amazing. Also, yes, I forgot to plug, my leggings are from her. My super comfy, lounging, kind of Ariel-esque pants. Look at this. Yeah, I should probably not display that angle on YouTube. Not that kind of stream, but if you want to get something from her, go to shopvancouvermermaid.com and use my code NERDMAID for 10% off. She makes all sorts of nifty apparel and mermaid tails and mermaid tops, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyways, okay. Well, let's scroll up. I'm probably going to skip over a few. I got a fancy tail from her tail. I love it so much. I was surprised at how much propulsion I got from the fin. That's what people say. They're like, you do get propulsion. I would say that the propulsion is about the same as the Linden. Like, you can actually go in the Linden. But what I don't like about the Mertailor ones is that they're really heavy. They're like, well, it's not so heavy under the water, but I can feel it in my muscles. And when I can feel it in my muscles, I'm like, I don't like to work out. But, like, my Mahina is just so effortless. Like, I don't feel it, like, you know, I don't feel it. That's the thing. With the Fantasy, I feel it. Plus, they're just, like, heavy out of the water, which is kind of a drawback for me. My Mahina is, like, I mean, it's still kind of heavy. I think it's less than 5 pounds, though. The only real thing about throwing me back from having a tail is I live with my parents, and the fact that I already have a tail might confuse them. Oh, wait. That's fine. My parents are like, you're getting another one? I was like, yes! And they're like, okay. And that was the end of that. And now they're like, you're getting another one? And I'm like, yes! This one's prettier. I have a friend from Canada that I write fixed with, that a photographer, and when I meet him, I want him to photograph my Mersona. That's awesome. I wish I had a cool Mersona. Just be you. Just be you, but mermaid. And just, what you do is you take you, and you take the aspects of yourself that you like. So, like Emmy, she likes Marvel. Me, I like galaxies. I like, you know, I play the bass. I'm fun, I'm bright. That's, you know, that's what I like about myself. And then, you take that, and you take those aspects of yourself that you like, or, you know, or that you wish you were. So, like, I wish I had purple hair, or I wish that, I don't know, I wish that I wore a top made of seaweed. You know, the parts that you like, and the parts that, you know, you can define into a character that you might, you know, not always have. It's like making a D&D character, you know? And then you take the thing called extra, you take the extra dial, and you turn it up 500%. And that's how you make your Mersona, is you say, okay, mermaid, you know, yeah, I'm struggling to just figure out a random name. Okay, Mermaid Hannah. You know, I like the color blue. I like dolphins, and I like, I don't know, I like the motifs of the sun. So you smash them all together, you know, find elements of your design, get some custom pieces, and then, you know, get yourself a blue wig or dye your hair blue. And then you go, great. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make it all super loud and super sparkly and super uniquely me. Or, you know, there's some people that are like, no, that's not me. I'm a quiet, quaint, freshwater mermaid. And that's fine too. But literally there was someone I knew who was like, Like, she had this really, like, fun, you know, kind of like my Mersona, almost like blues and purples and, like, you know, just really sweet and happy. And, you know, she had this beautiful Mer-Tailor basic tail. And then she was like, but I want to connect with my waters, the river of whatever I live in. Yes, I shall get a base tail, you know, base fish tail. And she had it, and it was beautiful. She's like, I am a freshwater mermaid, because that's where I am. And then she's like, I hate it. I want to be pretty. So it was really funny that she went from, like, you know, when she was a baby mermaid, well, not like baby, but like, you know, fairly new and everything, and just be like, I want to be myself, but like this, and, you know, had it, and it was awesome and iconic. And then she's like, I'm gonna make it more adult, more drawn back. And then she's like, this isn't me. This isn't mermaid. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can think of who I'm talking about if you watch some YouTube videos on some mermaid YouTube. It was fun. I just wanted to say hi. It's very early. I have to go to work. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Daisy. Make sure that no one else says the same idea. Actually, Mermaid Phantom just did a really great video on it. I'm sure some of you guys are like repeating her advice, but yeah, if you're interested in Mersona making, you can check out her video because it's pretty cool. Okay, I need to make sure that this will work with the fishnets and stuff. So I'm just gonna put this on over my clothes. Just zip it up one thing taller. This is a really great look. All right. Alright, we're gonna put it back on again. Maybe we're gonna pin it. That's what we might do. We might ask somebody for help. Is my sister at home? Sister. Let's just call mobile. I think she's home.
Hello.
Hi. Are you with people right now? Home. Okay. We're just gonna, if it is sad. Sad mermaid is sad.